Typically, trailers should create hype, show off some cool gameplay, maybe tease some interesting characters and environments, but these trailers got way ahead of themselves. Hey guys, I'm Ricky with WatchMojo, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game trailers that spoiled the game. Just a reminder for those who still need to get on board. Raid is the brand new free-to-play mobile RPG with the most amazing storyline, awesome 3D graphics, giant boss fights, PvP battles, and hundreds of champions to collect and customize. This is absolutely the best time to get in on the action. Go to the description below, and if you use the link, you'll get a bonus 50,000 silver immediately, plus a free epic champion. And to top it all off, you will be automatically entered into the special launch tournament. For this list, we're highlighting game trailers that we feel were the worst offenders in terms of giving too many juicy details about the final work. And I don't think I need to say this, but there are spoilers ahead. Please. Number 10. Kingdom Hearts 3.
Haven't you already learned how to restore someone's heart after it's been lost?
In development for over a decade, there were many unknowns surrounding the plot and world building going into Kingdom Hearts 3. Fans didn't know for certain who would show up at what point, or what ongoing plot threads would be definitively resolved, but they were excited by the possibilities. What wasn't anticipated by folks though was the amount of plot information divulged by the later trailers for the game.
Now, set your heart free.
At E3 2018 alone, a trio of trailers spotlighted the pivotal scene in which the lost Keyblade wielder Aqua was revealed to have turned evil. Meanwhile, a subsequent teaser placed its focus on the late-game Keyblade graveyard battle, a major sequence with dire narrative ramifications.
You don't believe that. I know you don't.
Number 9. Grim Fandango.
I wanted to see how your trip was going, Angel. I am your travel agent, you know.
A lot of the charm in LucasArts' acclaimed adventure game Grim Fandango stems from its embrace of, among other things, film noir as a source of inspiration. The game's mystique goes hand in hand with its love for keeping the audience on their toes via unexpected plot turns, which can be negatively impacted if audience members know of the twists beforehand.
Hector, no!
Alas, the game's own trailer didn't help with such matters by abruptly spoiling a pair of chilling scenes involving the practice of sprouting, which destroys undead citizens permanently. It's quite sad to think that such unsettling, visceral scenes might lose some of their power because of a mistake made in promotional material. Thankfully, the remastered edition avoided this mistake in their trailers.
I'm sick of waiting around for a good lead. Like it's gonna fly in here tied to a brick. It's time to take one.
Number 8. Nier. Divisive a role-playing game as it may have been, Nier was no slouch when it came to delivering genuinely hard-to-predict twists and exploring rather profound ideas. Trouble was, anyone who caught the game's launch trailer, or simply sat in the main menu for too long, would have had some of those interesting moments given away for them. The trailer not only discloses the far future setting of much of Nier, it also spotlights certain scenes and the existence of certain characters that aren't pertinent until later into the story. Even the game's villain, intentionally positioned as a mysterious figure in the game world, was name-dropped without warning.
Oh, Shadow Lord, I love you, Shadow Lord. Come over here and give Vice a big sloppy kiss, Shadow Lord. Now pull your head out of your goddamn ass and start helping us!
Number 7. Mass Effect 2.
Attacking the collectors would require passing through the Omega-4 relay. No ship has ever returned from doing so.
Like with many titles in the wider BioWare catalog, the various crossing narrative threads in Mass Effect 2 were written with the intent of creating intrigue and keeping the audience on edge. Part of what makes this approach work is the care in keeping character and plot details obfuscated until the moment were best used to heighten the drama. Someone apparently didn't tell the marketing department that, as the game's Fight for the Lost trailers had no qualms about blowing several key surprises at once.
And surround them with the brightest, the toughest, the deadliest allies we can find.
Garrus Vakarian's return to Normandy crew is perhaps the most blatant, though other plot points like Shepard's brief demise weren't safe from spoiling either. Number 6. Resident Evil 6.
Sherry, what are you doing here?
I'm on protective detail. Why are you here?
Though there's certainly a case to be made for the unfortunate nature of the trailers for Resident Evil 5, we feel the next numbered entry got more of a raw deal in terms of promotion. In the first official trailer for Resident Evil 6, a variety of details get exposed, including the significance of new protagonist Jake Muller's blood.
So, you're Wesker Jr. You lost me.
Coupled with footage of his impressive combat abilities, this led viewers to slowly piece together his identity as the son of longtime villain Albert Wesker, something which is outright given away in a subsequent trailer. Perhaps Capcom assumed the audience's correct guesses meant there was no need for continued secrecy, but still, the disappointment lingers.
The world needs you.
Number 5. Dead Space.
This is the emergency maintenance team of the USG Kellion responding to your distress call. Come in, Ishimura.
Boss battles can be a huge factor in a player's enjoyment of a game, especially if it's an encounter that comes as a pleasant or compelling surprise. Sadly, eagle-eyed folks who kept up with teasers leading up to the release of Dead Space might have missed out on such an opportunity for unspoiled entertainment. The launch trailer for the game mostly focuses on quick action shots and early narrative scenes, only to pivot to unveiling the game's final boss, the Hive Mind. Grotesque in form and deadly in its capabilities, this giant beast could have made for quite the surprising climactic encounter under better circumstances. Number 4. Destiny 2: Forsaken.
Just a couple victims of this brutal reprise.
For many years, Nathan Fillion's Cade 6 was the heart and soul of the Destiny universe. So, you can imagine there were some fans that were upset not only by Bungie's decision to kill off the beloved character, but also their choice to reveal his demise in the trailer for the Destiny 2 Forsaken expansion.
There's nothing on the other side.
Sure, it happens after the first mission, but the death of one of the most charismatic and likable characters in the Destiny universe could have had a lot more weight had players not already seen it in the promotional material.
There will be a ton of loot! Yeah, right? That's what I thought.
Number 3. Portal 2. Though the original Portal quite famously teased the possibility that the malevolent artificial intelligence GLaDOS hadn't been fully destroyed, a modicum of reasonable doubt remained. Said doubt was quickly shattered when, at E3 2010, the announcement trailer for Portal 2 opened on GLaDOS's reactivation.
It's been a long time.
Subsequent promotional videos only helped to reinforce how important to the game GLaDOS was, a fact that doesn't actually become apparent until Chapter 3. One would think Valve might be more careful not to tip their hand regarding the narrative, given how much they enjoy the sudden and dramatic plot swerves.
Hello!
Oh, it's you.
Number 2. Metal Gear Solid 5: The Phantom Pain.
Diamond Dogs. Our new home.
Sometimes it's not just one trailer, but many which prove problematic for keeping interesting story elements under wraps. Case in point, going back over the videos teasing the Phantom Pain make it readily apparent what Kojima and company felt comfortable sharing ahead of the game's launch. From the basic premise through to the climax of the game's first chapter, little of the Phantom Pain was actually kept a secret. Hell, even the reveal that players weren't actually playing as Snake this time, a detail otherwise only revealed until the true ending, was given away in an early trailer.
He's in a coma.
What about him?
Number 1. Final Fantasy VII.
Beyond the edge of reality lies a story of ultimate conquest.
Of all the things to spoil, why this? Even people who haven't played Final Fantasy VII will know that the abrupt, ruthless murder of Aerith Gainsborough is perhaps the game's most iconic scene. However, it's also vital as a turning point in the overall plot, a heartbreaking moment that players at the time wouldn't have seen coming unless they stumbled upon one particular galling trailer.
A story of a love that can never be.
In addition to showing part of the scene, the ad in question also has a narrator whose allusion to Aerith's fate is astoundingly blunt in its meaning. Whatever the mentality behind this advertisement's conception was, it proved quite misguided in execution. Personally, I was kinda bummed when I saw some of these trailers, but that didn't stop me from enjoying the games. A lot of these games are pretty fantastic. Alright guys, thanks for stopping by. If you like this video and you want more, why not subscribe to WatchMojo?